Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Saints going up against the Packers.
Larry, there's just something that feels right about a snowy day for football in Wisconsin, and that's what we have here on the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Montgomery running right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Carr going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to stall them out when you do that.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. And he motions the wide receiver. The gun. They'll look to throw. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Let's go! This is Howard on second down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The play clock's running down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It's a big play for the Pack on third. 42 yards. On first down, Carr. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
In motion is Austin Hooper. They go play action here on first down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's second down. This is Howard. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Let's go! Black round! Black round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on third down. Carr. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding room inside the 40. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll give to Howard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Howard. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ohio! Ohio! Black round! Black round! Black round! Ohio! Black round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kevin King with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Carr now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On second down, Montgomery. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fight, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. They find some open field here. Dashing through the snow. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Meanwhile, down in Chicago, it's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Now, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Watch left, watch left, watch left.
On second down, here's Carr. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking middle, and that's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play clock winding down. They're going to look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan, he's the one to get him, and that That's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Carr now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go! Come on, let's go!
to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A give left side to Howard, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
A give to Howard running left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at the 20. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. to throw here. Going for the deep ball. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Carr. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Let's go. One, none. One, none. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans, they've got it in cruise control right now. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go. One, none. One, none. Ohio. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Howard. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go. One, none. One, none.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. But he's got it to Hearns. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's second down. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Looking to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones.